let me just say this. I know God is not done with me yet. So I'm not trying to block my blessings. God knows what I need.
Oh, for sure.
But all the other times that I have come down to visit, I was closed off to a lot of people that I dealt with because I felt like I had been abandoned. And, just running in my head of like, why did certain people play me that way? Like out of all the guys, and I'm just gonna be honest, y'all.
Okay.
Women and men, we go through a whole phase. Everybody has their whole phase. Let's just call it what it is. And now reflecting, was I in the right space to actually be in a relationship adequately? Like, would I have been faithful? Would I be an adequate wife? And would my husband be an adequate husband?
Yeah.
Because I think that over time, the key is taking accountability for how we move. It can't just constantly be, well, you did this to me. Okay, but they did that to you. But what did you do in return?
That's funny that you say that.
We had this conversation, and the conversation was centered around, would you marry you? What does the new you look like? Like, what does healing look like? What does love look like? Does it look like frustration? Does it look like committing to yourself? What does that look like in between the challenges you have with yourself or the mental health challenges that may happen? Do you call it for what it is?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Or
do you continue to dress it up and run from accountability and run from...
You gotta hold yourself accountable.
Exactly. And to run from the part that you actually played. And this is just my personal opinion. Both men and women have a level of lack of accountability, because when you take accountability, you are being held accountable for what you know and what you don't know. So growing up in Virginia, this lady used to take us to church, and I remember this verbatim. She said, if you die and go to hell, that's on you, because it's a church in every corner. So you have to make a choice.
Yes,
make a choice on what you want to stand with. Do you want to continue to have a willing ignorance? Or do you want to say, okay, look, this is going to be hard.
Yeah.
But in order for me to grow past this certain point of my life, to be the person that I need to come out on the end, do I want to walk through the fire?
Like, you have to make that choice. A lot of people don't think there's a heaven and hell, but the reality is there is a heaven and there is a hell. It's almost like, what's our matrix? The red pill, the blue pill. Which one are you going to choose?
Yeah.
I want to choose heaven. Because I got a little taste of what it feels like to live on earth. If that's hell, if it's a worse experience, I don't want to experience that. That's why having a spiritual connection with God is very important, right?
Absolutely.
Especially if you want to achieve some goal and understanding yourself first. I feel like a lot of times, even in my experience of being in relationships or just having friendships or building whatever, you find yourself leaning to the understanding that I want to please the next person.
Right.
I want to understand the next person before you can even realize and ask yourself this important question: who am I?
Facts, big facts.
And I don't want to get too deep off in it, but a lot of that has to do with how we were raised too.
Learned behaviors?
Yes.
Okay.
Learn behaviors are a real big thing in everybody's community.